Okay, so let's take a look at my new sewing room or my sewing area. This is a sunroom, and this is where I've set up my painting area. And over here in the corner, let me go over there first, is where the cutting board is, and Loki, the cat, who's decided to sit on this lovely quilt that I've got sitting here because I need to hang it up on this wall over there in the hallway. But it's sitting here until I can drill holes in the bit of wood. This is a beautiful quilt that was made by some friends of mine when I left Arabia. They each made a heart block and put it together into a quilt. So that's got to go on the wall. This is a cookbook, Amish cookbook that I just got in the mail from a friend of mine in the US. She'd gone to visit the Amish somewhere, I can't remember where. And I said, oh, I wish I was there. And she said, what would you like? And I said, a cookbook. So I reckon that'll be fun to have a look through the recipes. And there's, I think, over 1,000 recipes. So that'll keep me busy for a while. So if we go over here, that's my chair that I like to sit in the morning and have a cup of tea. And I don't know if you can see this, it's pretty hard to go against the light, but that's Rose Cottage. So that's where my parents have moved in. And that's what's been keeping us busy for the last 2 or 3 months. So while I haven't had a lot of time for other things like sewing, or I have actually taken up an old hobby, which is painting, which I've never been good at. So you'll you'll see that I'm doing a challenge at the moment, a watercolor challenge. And you're supposed to do something every day. So there was popsicles, and these are watermelons. Did I say watermelon challenge or did I say watercolor challenge? Anyway, apparently it's World Watercolor Month, and someone on YouTube, I'll put a link in the description, is hosting a challenge to do a little bit of watercolor every day. So I'm learning how to do watercolor. This is a whole bunch of mess behind here. Lots of paint and books and odds and ends. And my big Bernina called Mama Bee, which I bought secondhand, but I haven't had a chance to even look at her and try her out. All right, so if we go over here, you'll see this here is my sewing room, my new sewing room, and it is quite small, which is a bit of a challenge. So we walk in here. I've got tubs from IKEA over there, and here's my little sewing nook where I hopefully will be able to do some filming for you guys. The lighting's not great in here, so I'm not sure how that's going to go, but we'll see. So I've got Nina, my 440, and over here I've got a whole bunch of scraps out, leftovers from Lori Holt's vintage Christmas quilt that I'm still working on, and we're going to start a sew along soon with that. So over here I've got my ironing board set up, and you can see how tiny this room is, but I don't mind. So I've got all my rulers hanging up there, not all but most. And over here is our new block of the month, which I will tell you about as well. Some more rulers here, and yeah, it's sort of getting there. It's taking time. I still got a lot of stuff to sort out. If I come back around here, I hope I'm not making you guys seasick. Up here on the window, you can see I've got a whole bunch of things hanging up there that I use regularly. And this is where I can sort of sit, do my sewing, swivel around. And I do have to walk over to the ironing board, but that's not a bad thing because I get exercise. So yeah, this is my new sewing area. And from both my sewing room and my sunroom, I can keep an eye on the coming and goings of Rose Cottage, which is what we've called Mum and Dad's little house. And you saw a little bit of a snippet of what it's like inside at the beginning of this video.